Chloe Demir, save the Victorol. So it is that time. It is time for our quarterly favorites. And I may or may not be including some of these things that I have on my face today. So if you're interested in seeing what some of my favorites were for April, May, and June, just keep on watching. Hey, it's Chloe Demir. It's that time again. It is our quarterly favorites, and we're on to the second quarter of the year. So this will be April, May, and June favorites. It's not quite the end of June, but I think everything that I've bought previous to June that I've tested out and tested into June will make it into this, and anything that I bought in like the last week or so, we will leave that for the next quarter. So we are going to start with some of the smaller things, and we are going to start with skincare. I'm going to leave the fun thing to last, which is of course eyeshadow palettes. All right, so for skincare, it's just two different things or skin related items. I've been really loving the e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This is my fourth one possibly. Anyways, I really like these. I was using the Good Molecules one, but this is a little bit easier for me. I don't have to get it from the US. I can just get it at my local Shoppers Drug Mart. And then another thing, which is kind of in the skincare realm, is a lip mask, and I've got the Rose Butter by Milani lip mask, and I really like this. I use this one at night. I have another one from Inky List that I use for during the day, but this is the one that I use during the night, and it's awesome, and it leaves your lips nice when you wake up in the morning. They're still nice. I've had some sleeping masks where they're nice when you put them on, but when you wake up in the morning you feel like a little chapped until you take it all off, but this one stays really nice. The next thing, let's do eyeliners, because there's just a few of those. I really enjoy these ones from Hard Candy, so I can get these at the Walmart. So there is a yellow one, and there is this beautiful green one, and then there are these nice little felt tip pens, and I have been really enjoying these. And then the third one I got this one from Juvia's Place, and then this is one in royal blue, and it's one that's already sharpened and you just need to turn it up. Only recommendation I would say is just don't have it too far up or they will break off, but it's a really nice smooth formula, so I look forward to getting some more of these. So next, let's go into face powders, because there's only one, and that is the Fenty Beauty. I got this in the last Sephora sale. This is the lavender powder. I just thought to try it because I'm a big fan of the RCMA powder. It's cheap, it's cheerful, and I really like it. But I thought, I've heard so many good things about this one, so I thought, let me give it a try. I got the smaller side, which was, I want to say 22 Canadian, and then I got 20% off that. I really enjoy it, so I'm going to go for the big size next time. The next kind of smallest thing that we've got here, I have for face palettes. I did through Cheekbone Beauty, which is a Canadian Indigenous brand that also puts back money into Indigenous youth. And they were having a sale, so I finally broke down and made myself a palette where I have a bronzer, a glimmery blush, and a highlighter, and I love it. It's really, really, really nice. I've been enjoying this so much. They're going to be in Sephora in September, which is really exciting, so I cannot wait for that. Let's see, our next category here, which isn't too large and won't take very long, is highlighters. So I have from Colored Rain, I went and I got the one called Lavender Dreams. I think in my last quarter, I probably had Cutie Pie, which was the pink one, and this one is a lavender, and it makes a beautiful inner corner highlight. I really like that a lot. And then I had done an Odin's Eye mystery box, and in there I got to the Soulmane highlighter palette, and I really like that as well. I'm just going to not show the mirror, and then there we go. And then I can use that one as like a shimmery blush or eyeshadow topper, but I've been using these two, and I've even dabbled into this one a little bit. I really like that. So there we go. Let's go into lip No, let's go into blushes, because blushes I don't have that many. So one of the newest ones I got was through ZZ Cosmetics before they stopped shipping to Canada. This is in B1. It's that beautiful compact, and it has a mirror, and then inside it has this. So it has a little bit of a light white highlight and the different colors and a little gold, and you can mix them together or use them separately, and this is really pretty. I've been trying to use it very lightly so I don't wreck the imprint, at least not right away. And how about that packaging, right? And then from Milani, so I tried one of the Milani powder blushes. I either always want to call them brushes, but blushes. I tried one of the powder ones and I hated it. But I decided to try on recommendation the Cheek Kiss, and this one is in Coral Crush, and it is really, really pretty. And then I also tried their liquid Cheek Kiss, and this one is in Cheeky Coral, and I really like this as well. So I highly recommend these. They're very inexpensive. I want to say under $10 Canadian for each. And then finally I have, I have two more. So I have from Melts. I've been also trying to get into the cream blushers, and this is the one in Sandy Cheeks, and I really like that one as well. And lastly, probably my favorite of the bunch is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Glow, which is this beautiful yellow blusher. If I can find the matte one, I'll pick that one up as well. But is this beautiful yellow shade. And it's got a nice glimmer to it, and literally you can put it on very lightly, or you can build it up, do a draping with it. It is very, very pretty. So that is it for blushers. So I think the last of the categories I have, besides the eyeshadow palettes, is lips. So yes, my mom was joking. She was telling to her friend who was like, oh, the one thing about COVID, I don't have to wear or buy lipstick. Yeah, I still like lipstick, so what can you do? So here are some of my favorites from the last quarter. I went and I got the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray refill and a refill of the bronzer. So because I bought those two, they sent me a free lipstick. And this is the Mrs. Kisses. There we go. I think this one had come in a limited edition packages, I want to say, as well. But I just got the regular packaging, but it has these beautiful lips embossed on it. And it's a lovely neutrally pinky shade, which is Charlotte Tilbury, basically. Let's see. And then, this one I'm kind of excited about. Hourglass. So trying to be cruelty free and trying to keep everything as plant-based and vegan as possible. I do love the fact that they're very supportive of animal rights, and they had worked hard and put in a lot of money into creating a replacement for carmine. And if you don't know, carmine, it comes from beetles, and it just makes that specific red color that everybody loves for lipsticks, eyeshadows, and the like. So I wanted to support them in their creation to finding something that is cruelty free, and it is very beautiful. And this is also refillable, so once I use this one up, I can, if I would like, get another refill, but I had to support this cause. So now we're going to go into my last two, and then these are some more fun colors. And and these are similar tones, I want to say. So this is Melt. This is 1969, and it is this kind of orangey yellow, butterscotch. Let's go butterscotch. I wouldn't say it's a butterscotch color. Yeah. So I got this one. This one came busted, so Sephora had kindly sent me another one, but I decided to keep the one that was. There's something wrong with it because it was very soft and breakable, and it still feels very soft, but the replacement is not like that. And then the other favorite for this quarter is the Fenty Beauty Pumpkin Rose. So this was kind of talked about all over a couple groups that I'm in, and I like it. I've been wearing a lot, as you can see. I even sent one to my friend Sylvia in the Netherlands because I like this color so much. And then it kind of lied. I do have one more category before eyeshadows, and it only has one thing in it, so it's only 2 seconds, and that is mascara. And this is the Spectrum Dark Matter. I like it. I've finished finished it basically. It's probably been using it 4 months. It's still kind of going, but it's getting to the point where I should start a new one. And then it's a little pricey, so I am going to go back to my Essence Last Princess. But I did like this a lot. So if I ever buy anything from Spectrum and maybe it's on sale, I definitely get that again. So now is on everybody's favorite, and that is eyeshadow palettes. I am also filming on my iMac. So this is kind of a double thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to do my quarterly favorites, and I wanted to test out this apparently superior camera on the Mac computer. So I just got this computer a couple weeks ago, and I've been having fun using it to edit because my last one was 12 years old and very problematic. So we're gonna see how this looks when it gets into editing. I don't have any fancy lights or anything. I've just got whatever lighting is going on during the day, so you can see my makeup, which I've been wearing for quite a few hours now. So it's because it's about the end of the day. It's Father's Day today, so I spent the afternoon with my parents, and I just got home. It's technically dinner-ish time. I decided to feed my cats first and do this, and then I'm going to have dinner. So now we're going on to our favorites. Instead of having me blab, we're going to go on to palettes. So I'm not going to do them in any kind of order, and then I just remembered, I'm just staring at it the whole time. Lip products. Maybe I should put this stuff in a written order so I would follow it. The Collidos lip, I keep mixing up the name, but let's call them cloud lipsticks or cloud paint. I really like that. I have the mahogany one on my lips today. That's been my favorite so far. I really like the bluish one I've worn and the mahogany a lot. I will get to the pink and the red one, but I do like this formula so much. Way better than their other two formulas. They can probably discontinue those and just keep this formula. It's really good. Okay, so now for sure I have nothing else that will deter me from eyeshadow palettes, so here we go. So let's start because it's sitting on top, and it is the most expensive and the smallest palette I own, and this is the Joyous Ice Fish palette from Sigil, inspired by Tammy Tenuka. The little fish. It's got in Russian, which I cannot read, but it has the colors on there as well. It's an itty bitty mini 6-pan palette in blue. I'd never tried their formula before, so I thought, oh, get the smaller palette. And they did warn me, they did say it was small, but I didn't really look at the picture comparison to think it was that small. So for value wise, I wish I got the bigger one, but how often do we use up a palette? And I really like it, and I have a little video up on this one. So we've got the Sigil inspired. Let's just do them in the order that they're sitting in. They are in no specific order. We've got the Collidos Flower Punk. So this took me a little bit to get used to. It is not my favorite formula compared to the other ones that I've used, but now that I've been playing with it a bit more, I really do like it. I've kind of figured out how I should use it, which is for me smaller brushes. I do have that on my eyes today, and I do have it on my Instagram, my look for Father's Day, where it was nice and fresh, so you can check it out there if you wish. And it was basically using all the colors on the bottom here. Oh, what's happening? Oh, my computer. All right, so that is the Collidos Flower Punk palette. Yeah, we're getting to love it. All right, so another one I did, they're from Belarus, is Bernovich. I think it was on Amy Loves Makeup. I saw her talk about them and it looked so good, and I decided to just check around on their website, and yes, I had to get something. So I got one palette that I made myself, and I decided to do it with that little plastic thing. So I did kind of one of every one of their shiny formulas and satin formula, and then I decided to do one matte, and I thought black would be the perfect matte to check out, definitely for pigmentation, and that it would be nice to smoke out any shiny colors, and I really like them all. And then I did one palette that was a pre-made palette, and I cannot remember the name, and it is not on the box anywhere, but I know it's part of their Stone collection, and it is blues and greens. And again, too, this has no mattes in it. It's all shimmery ones, but luckily I have the black in that other palette, and I've got other palettes to work with. But I just loved these 3 colors. So this has a green, and then this is a bluish shift to it. And I really like that as well. I definitely want to try more things from Vernovich, and definitely besides eyeshadow, they do other things as well. Their foundation looks really good as well, so I may try that in future. All right, okay, slightly late to the game with this one, but the Blueprint palette from Melt Cosmetics. I adore this palette. It is this nice color story that has the blues and kind of like bronzes and browns, and been loving playing and dipping into both sides. Like the Smoke Show palette is this, or Smoke Sessions palette is the kind of the same idea, where it has the kind of like the color that it's about. That one has greens, and it has same thing, it has neutrals, but none of these neutrals repeat, so you're definitely not duplicating anything in your collection. So if you've been wanting to get this, I also highly recommend the Blueprint palette. And again, speaking of things that I'm a little bit slow at trying, is Sample Beauty. I have their Hydrographic palette, and I got this through Beauty Bay. And this, I was wanting, oh, did I forget to grab it? Yes, there's another palette that I'm gonna have to go run and grab in a minute, but I wanted, which is in the list, an Ace Beauty palette that I really liked, and I liked one of their other ones, but I could never get it at a price that was affordable to get to Canada. So this one has a similar color story with the blues and green portions, and I did a 3-look video where I did the greens, the blues, and the purple and blurple color. And this quality is amazing. So everybody that was telling me to try Sample Beauty were 100% correct. This is an amazing formula. Actually, I'm gonna leave this one to last because it is my ultimate favorite for this month. Like, well, I'm gonna leave these 2 to the bottom as my ultimate favorites. So I went and I tried Glam. So Glam is part of Shein. So it's kind of basically, let's call it discount makeup, drugstore pricing type makeup. These palettes were $10 Canadian each plus shipping, or it might have been $110, $1,750, I can't remember, but it literally came to $20 or $21 with shipping. This is the Glacial Goddess palette, and it is blues with some pops of green, which I really, really like, and a little bit of purple. And then the Hint of Mint, surprise, it's got greens. And this one is a green with some neutrals. The mattes are absolutely fantastic. It is an amazing formula. I would rather buy these than I would ColourPop, 100%. These are really good. Packaging is sturdy, and it has a little magnet, so that's really nice. Speaking of things that are expensive, but I needed to do it, was Lethal Cosmetics. It would have probably been more better pricing for me if I would have probably picked a pre-made palette. I think they had a deal on 2 of their pre-mades, would have come to probably the same price that I paid for one, but I wanted to make my own. So, and I was very hard pressed not to pick all their green shadows because I love green. But this one I did some pink, I call them pink, rosy. They're very interesting color. I mean, this is strictly a pink, but I don't know what to call that one. But anyway, so I did kind of pinks, the purples, then I did more turquoise greens, and then a more different greens. And I tried to do a matte and then a couple different of the shimmer formulas. So there we go. So there's Lethal Cosmetics. I don't regret a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go, and since I'm filming here, I don't know if there's just a pause button, so I'm just gonna have to edit the next part, but I'm just gonna go and run and get that palette that I forgot. Okay, 1 second. How dare I forget this palette? It is the palette that's going to be, that I'm wearing in the intro video, and this is for Ace Beauty. And this is the Nostalgia palette. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? It's so nice. I really like it. I think I tried a little bit of almost every single color in here. The formula is amazing. I really, really enjoy this. Got this through Poshmark again. Ace Beauty with shipping is a little bit harder coming to Canada. So I wanted to try the formula at a more price that I could afford to try it out, but I would definitely look into buying from their website in the future. there we go, Ace Beauty. All right, so here are probably my two favorites for the month. So I think they're pretty close to tied, so we'll just say they're tied. So we have as you can tell if you watched my collection video, somebody that I have a lot of shadows from is Juvia's Place. They are one of my favorite brands, probably in the top 3, 4, somewhere in there. It waffles depending on what release I'm excited about, but here it is, the Walhalla 2 palette. It's gorgeous. I've done 2 or 3 looks with it. Oh, definitely need to play with it some more. It's just so gorgeous. Even the glitters are nice, and I'm not a glitter person, but Juvia's Place seems to do them right. So the Walhalla 2 palette. If you're I like more smaller palettes, but if you don't mind ones that are a little bit bigger, I highly recommend. The color payoff is amazing. All the formulas are absolutely wonderful. So I do recommend that. And then finally, you had to know that this one was coming. This is the Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette. Beautiful slip color that matches the the palette inside. And then we flip this out. It also has a mirror. You can see a painting that I have over my computer. And then this is the color story here. I've been big on grungy greens. I've been playing some with shimmers. And I do actually really like these pinks as well. This is like the perfect palette. You can definitely get, light, softer looks. You can get bright looks. You can get definitely grungy looks. You can smoke everything out with this amazing black. This is an awesome palette. If you've not ordered it, order it. All her palettes are great. Whatever Lois puts out in palettes, I will buy them. Even if she does a totally neutral palette, I am there. This is really, really great quality, small brand. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So these are my quarterly favorites. Might be a little bit rambly and weird, but there we go. That's me. So that's it. If you've tried any of these items, let me know. What do you think? Are there any here that you want to try or you've been eyeing? I'd like to know. I'm a nosy bee. So yeah, so that's it for me today. Hopefully the video quality is good and you don't mind my failing makeup face. And yeah, so if you'd like to comment, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated, or even hit that notification bell. But if not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still talk makeup, all things makeup. All right, so behave.